Welcome to Quality News and the BIZPHYX podcast channel. In this podcast episode, we feature an interview with Judi Buckardt, President and CEO of Konsultek. Konsultek is an award-winning ISO 9001 certified women-owned business, specializing in global information security solutions. Konsultek is based in the Chicago area with offices in London and Singapore. In this podcast, Judy shares her passion for ISO 9001 quality and how she motivates her management team to communicate, embrace, and leverage the company's ISO certification. She describes how she has made quality a part of the corporate culture at Konsultek, and in doing so, how they have been able to drive new business and provide superior customer service to the firm's clients. You'll see why her contagious enthusiasm for quality has made Konsultek a standout in the field of IT security. Here is Judi Buckardt.
Today I'm here with Judi Buckardt, President and CEO of Konsultek. Konsultek is an ISO 9001 certified network and information security firm based in the greater Chicago area in Elgin, Illinois. Konsultek has global operations in London and Singapore and delivers information security services that connect, protect, manage, and inform. Judy has taken time out of her very hectic travel schedule to speak with us today about the value of ISO 9001 certification and how she drives ISO into the quality and the heart and culture of Konsultek. So welcome, Judy, and thank you for talking with us today.
Kim, thank you for inviting me to join this podcast.
Well, we appreciate your time. We know that you're very busy traveling to your other global centers, and we're excited that you're willing to talk to our audience today about ISO 9001 certification. So to start our podcast, could you just tell our audience a little bit about the services and products that Konsultek delivers?
Well, in a nutshell, Konsultek is chartered to foster information security. What does that mean? It means we feel it's our job, it's our responsibility to inform and educate our clients and potential clients on products, services, solutions that help them secure their information, their data, and help them mitigate risk. Konsultek delivers information security solutions that connect, protect, manage, and inform. We touch every vertical. No one can escape the need for security in this day and age.
Well, I think you said something critical. I mean, information security is front and center for every C-suite executive in the country, given all the data breaches that have occurred. So I think the services that you provide are critical. There's no doubt about that. Now, my understanding is you are a diverse business. What is your diversity certification?
We are right now, currently Konsultek is a WBE with the City of Chicago, and we're also an SBE with the State of Illinois. An SBE is a female business enterprise. So pretty much similar to a WBE, just the State of Illinois uses different letters pretty much. We were recognized by Diversity Business back in 2005 as one of the top 100 women-owned businesses in Illinois and in the nation's top 500.
So your company is certified to ISO 9001, and we know that really few consulting firms like Konsultek are certified to ISO 9001, which really makes your company a quality standout. Did you decide to do this on your own, or were you directed or encouraged to certify by a client? And how did you come to use BIZPHYX? I think there's an interesting story in there.
Well, Kim, to be honest with you, I was not really familiar with ISO 9001 and what it was really all about until we were influenced by one of our major healthcare clients, Blue Cross Blue Shield. They have a great vendor diversity program, and we were part of it, and they contacted us and asked us to consider becoming ISO 9001 certified. And I, again, didn't really know much about it, but I thought this was something that was important to our client, so it should become important to us as well. So I went to this half-day program that they had for us, and they had invited BIZPHYX, and that's how I met Sue and Jennifer. They had this great package set up for us that we sat there and we listened and learned about what ISO really was about and the importance it was to our client and how we could make that part of our business as well and what the benefits were. We looked at the package and I thought, hey, this is something that really does make sense for us.
Now, I understand that we led your implementation. Now, what was that client experience like for Konsultek? How long did the process take? How much work was involved? And could you also tell our audience how long you've actually been certified to ISO 9001-2008?
We have been certified since March of 2010. Now, as I previously stated, Blue Cross had worked with BIZPHYX to offer their diversity vendors a package on becoming ISO certified. And the package was just so concise. It told us what we needed to start with, what time needed to be put in it, and what our end result would be. BIZPHYX had a great record of pretty much anyone that jumped onto their program basically had a successful certification. So right there, we knew, okay, they are going to really help us and not, just hold our hands, but really educate us and walk us through the process. And that's what we did. The first day, yes, our eyes were glazed over when we found out, how much work we needed to be put in it, but then they put it in bite-sized pieces. It took about 9 months to get certified. We started this a little after the start of 2009, and we were, again, fully certified, meaning that our outside auditor certified us in March of 2010. So it was a great experience in that they kept with their schedule, and they delivered what they said they would deliver from the very beginning, and that was us to have a successful ISO implementation and certification.
Now, this is kind of the heart of the interview, I think. You utilize a very unique approach to embracing, communicating, and leveraging your ISO 9001 certification. And those are the three techniques we're going to discuss. Now, as a service organization, can you describe the advantages you've experienced in certifying to ISO 9001? And can you talk about the misconception that ISO is often viewed as being applicable primarily to the manufacturing sector, since you are on the service side of things?
Yeah. In the beginning, as I said, I did not know when Blue Cross encouraged us to do this what ISO 9001 was really about. The misconception that I have, and I still hear other people having to this day, is that it's just manufacturing. That if you create a widget and you have a big warehouse and you have tons of employees, then you need to be ISO certified. But in the research and what brought us to getting our certification was BIZPHYX really keyed on quality, and that's what ISO really keys on, is quality. That is what it is. Quality is quality across the board in an organization. It doesn't matter if you're developing a widget or providing a service or making sure something gets from point A to point B. Quality is the key in that, and when you have quality, you are able to deliver things to your clients in a way that makes them satisfied. You are able to do your core business without having to worry about, is this being done properly? It allows you to create a framework, and within that framework, develop processes that people within your organization can work within to be successful in their job in delivering the end product to your customer. So it has benefited us with that. For example, we take orders in. We make sure that our distributors within our supply chain get those products to our customer. However, we also deal with overseas. So sometimes that automatically changes the game. And what we're working on now is we're working on changing one of our processes, our purchasing process a little bit, to make sure that not only does it cover the domestic shipping and if it's being shipped from here versus a distributor, but also the overseas aspect, making sure that things are not delayed, that documents are correct. So it helps us improve our delivery to our customers.
So let's talk about how you embrace your ISO 9001 certification. How have you made ISO part of your company's DNA? As the CEO, how do you do this, and what benefits have you seen by doing this?
Every month we have a company meeting, and we talk about all aspects of the company, how it's doing, and so forth. But one part that's always on that agenda is ISO. Have we made any changes to the procedures? We always talk about our quality policy. Actually, some of the employees joke that that's a pledge of allegiance to the ISO certification. So they're able to have fun with it. They're able to understand they're able to understand that we have developed it in a way that they didn't have to do anything different. They had to do what they normally do throughout the day, but that there was a procedure to these things. So they were able to embrace it because it wasn't like, oh, besides your daily work, you also have to do this quality stuff. No, we made the quality part of the daily work. And so they were able to embrace it. It's something that they don't have to second-guess themselves on. It's something that just naturally comes to them because we've made it part of the company culture. So we discuss in these meetings, does there need to be any changes? What benefits have you seen with this? Some people have said that it's allowed us to really knock down on some doors because they've said they've used it when they're cold calling into a potential client. Hey, you know what, this is what we're about. Oh, and by the way, not only are we women-owned, but we also have an ISO certification, and we would love to discuss that more with you, what our offerings and how that relates to the offerings that we can provide for you. So it allows our salespeople to help with that bonding and rapport with a new client, because people are intrigued, like, why would you have an ISO certification? Because we go back to that misconception. A lot of people still have the misconception that it's just for manufacturing, and it intrigues people that for us we are able to tell them, no, it's about quality. We believe that quality is continuous improvement. We're never going to be 100% perfect, so we always have that goal that we will try and we will strive to get to that 100%. We know that something that we have today may not be relevant the next day, but we've developed our policies to where we can change it to make it flexible, to make that happen so it's easy for everybody to embrace whatever change that would be. It's kind of like a consistent flow. We've also made sure that to help our ISO certification successful and the changes relevant, that we go to our suppliers on a yearly basis. Our VP of Sales interviews our manufacturer partners and our distributors and rates them on 6 or 8 questions or critiques them on, okay, you know what, this didn't get delivered on time, why didn't it get delivered? Okay, this price isn't matching. Different. So we give them kind of like their own scorecard or report card, if you will, on a yearly basis.
So you're really pushing even ISO down into your own supply chain with your own vendors and partners with that supplier scorecard technique, and then that's incredible. You mentioned using ISO to build rapport just a few seconds ago with your current and potential clients. So let's talk a little bit about how your Salesforce in particular has been kind of trained to communicate the benefits of your ISO certification. Can you just tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. Well, we believe quality is quality, and our Salesforce knows how to communicate that to customers. And they're able to help clients see how they will benefit as a result of doing business with us because we've put that time, we've put that effort into this process, into these certifications, and they know that it transcends all the way down throughout the organization. RFPs are long, and they have all these check boxes and things to see whether or not you are qualified to do this RFP. Well, sometimes these RFPs have like a bonus checkbox or what have you. And one of those bonus checkboxes, if you will, for lack of a better term, is the WBE or whatever diversity certification you may have. Also, they're putting boxes for ISO 9001. So it's great that salespeople see, oh, wait a minute, I can check this box, and that will give me a leg up in this RFP. Now, granted, we don't win. ISO is not something that makes you win every RFP, but it gets us further down the process. Salesforce knows that our ISO certification has been a key reason among why several people want to do business with us and how we've been able to increase the number of new clients we have. They explain to their clients, hey, we give you an avenue to come back to us as a company and rate us. We give a survey every time there's a service delivered, there's a product delivered, and we ask them, critique us, tell us, are you satisfied, are you not satisfied? And, some of them take us up on it, some of them don't, but just the fact that they know they can do that really allows them to feel that they have an open communication with us and really helps them understand that we are serious about quality and making sure that they are satisfied.
Well, I can just tell by the passion in your voice that there's no way your Salesforce can view ISO as an impediment and something that they have to do kind of as a rote activity. The passion is clearly there, and it's just incredible how they're able to translate that into kind of a selling aspect. So let's talk a little bit about the last thing, about how you leverage your ISO 9001 certification. And you've probably spoken a little bit to this. Few of your competitors are certified to ISO 9001, and you utilize your ISO 9001 certification as a competitive advantage. Can you tell the audience a little bit about that, leveraging it as a competitive advantage?
Yes, it's true. Few of our competitors, I really cannot think of one right now that has, at least as far as I'm aware, that has an ISO 9001 certification. We have actually had clients tell us they see a difference in the level of service we give over other organizations they do business with. We've had an instance where a customer told us that one of our competitors, that they bought this certain widget, if you will, for lack of a better term, from them, and then they bought something else from us that wasn't related necessarily, but to the experience they have was different as far as customer satisfaction. The level of customer service and support was completely different. Basically, with the competitor, it was like, oh, thanks for the PO, and they never really heard anything from them again. With us, it was our process was being followed. They knew when their order was being placed. They knew when their order was being delivered. And after their order was delivered, we sent them a survey asking, were you satisfied with your purchase? Were you satisfied with the service you were given? So that right there makes all the difference. The communication with the customer, following them every step of the way, making them feel that they weren't just a PO, they weren't just a number, that we wanted to make sure there was no issues, they got what they wanted. And when customers feel that, they come back to us. Customers want to do business with people that they like, people that they know that they're going to get the quality service from. So even some of our clients have aspects of their own business that are certified to ISO, so they know the work it takes to maintain the certification and what it really means in terms of being a quality-focused company. They see that as a positive about a company. Why else would we invest in this? So we use all this not only to leverage our certification for new business, but we use ISO to provide a level of quality and service above our competition. That itself is its own leverage.
So as a CEO, why do you think corporations should be ISO 9001 certified, and why should they put them in their supply chain?
If you have a vendor who is ISO 9001 certified and happens to also be some type of diverse certification, whether it's WBE or MB or what have you, that alone should resonate with that customer saying, hey, they put the time, the effort, the sweat, the tears, whatever necessary to get these certifications. This means that they are dedicated to what they do and they really believe in what they do. Quality is their standard.
Now, I guess this is probably a question that you've already answered, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Has certifying to ISO 9001 been worth it, for Konsultek? And most importantly, will you maintain your certification as we transition to the new ISO 9001-2015? The revision is going to be published at some point at the end of the year.
Yes, it has definitely been worth it for Konsultek. I think not only has it been worth it for us, but it's also been worth it to the people that we do business with, whether it be our vendors, our suppliers, but especially our customers. So yes, we will continue to maintain and to transition. I know it's going to be some work, especially with some of the new changes, but definitely looking forward to it. We are definitely, because it's become part of our daily culture.
Well, that is most clear that's come through in our interview today. Judy, thank you so much for your time today. We've done a lot of interviews, but I can tell you have this passion for ISO quality And it would be great if all CEOs could lead their companies in the same direction. So thank you so much for your time today and talking with us, and I hope this information will be inspiring to another organization that's looking to certify.
My pleasure, Kim. Thank you so much.
If you would like to reach out to Judy, you can contact her by email at judithb@konsultek.com with a K. You can also obtain additional information on Konsultek on the BIZPHYX website under the Podcast and Customer Spotlight pages. BIZPHYX helps organizations of any size reduce costs, improve productivity, and gain a competitive advantage by helping them implement quality standards such as TL9000, ISO 9001, and ISO 14001. And unlike other quality consultants, BIZPHYX is certified to both ISO 9001 and TL9000. If you are interested in more information, visit the BIZPHYX website at www.bizphyx.com. For quality news, thank you and have a great day.